All right. Of course, with everything that was going on around the time that definitely like 2022, kid's mother would start messaging myself and her first ex-husband, we'll call him Ike, in the group chat that we had together, stating things that pretty much insinuated that her mother passed away. Of course, that meant something to me. That meant something to Ike because when he was married to her mother stayed with them. And then when I was married to her mother stayed with us. And of course, that's our children's grandmother. So of course, we're kind of concerned. Like, oh, okay. She was making insinuations. She never outright said it. Court after leaving Fort North Carolina. By the way, she says a very long text message saying that she was moving to North Carolina. Not the oldest, not the middle. Only said the baby boy's name. When that text message got sent, that's when Ike went to the courts, went ahead and tried to get his full custody of his child he has with her. And that's when we were in court. And that's when she told the courts that she was moving back to Portsmouth because she only went down to Carolina temporarily to help her dying mother. So we went from insinuating text messages suggesting her mother died to her saying in court that her mother had died. So when we got out of court, I texted in a group chat saying like, hey, have you said anything about your mother passed away to the boys? And she said, yes. I said, did you tell the oldest? She said, he been knew. I said, okay. So when I got back home, I talked to the middle one. I asked the middle one, was he aware that his grandma passed away? He said, yes. I'm like, okay, when did this happen? He said, I don't know when it happened. He said, I don't know. But she told me when my baby brother went to the bathroom and she told me not to tell him. I was like, well, that's kind of odd. Why did she instruct the middle one not to tell the baby? And I asked him, well, what did she say about you telling your oldest brother? And he said, well, I thought he already knew. So I went and talked to the oldest one. And I said, hey, were you aware of your grandma? And he's like, what's going on with my grandma? I'm like, she supposedly passed away. He's like, well, when did this happen? Like, your mother said she talked to you about it. He's like, that woman hasn't told me anything. And I was like, well, according to your mother, your grandmother passed away. And he was like, do y'all have any proof that my grandma passed away? I said, no. And what's funny is myself and his other grandmother, Ike's mother, both were trying to get information, like to look for in vital records, never could find a death certificate. We told him we don't have any proof. We only have the word of your mother. And he said, well, until y'all have proof, I don't believe word that woman says. So that's kind of where that thing, that is an important thing to know.